Happy Wednesday, Lucky Lefty Podcast, Honora Boys. We are in the building, and we are brought to you by Honora Whiskey. It is HonoraWhiskey.com. It is that premium American whiskey, HonoraWhiskey.com. X, TikTok, Instagram at Lucky Lefty Pod. Give us a follow, courtesy of Bleav Network. Audio edibles on Apple Podcasts and Spotify each and every day. And we are presented by FanDuel. Yes, that's right. Go to FanDuel, FanDuel.com, where you find Notre Dame installed. It's 35.5-point favorites. And it might get up to 37, honestly, by the end of the week.
It's got to climb because this is ridiculous.
Hey, Fran Brown showed a lot more heart than most of these coaches in his
That's fine, but it's like, come on, Fran Brown. You literally put a first-time starter. Was he true freshman or just a freshman? True freshman lacrosse player.
Yeah, he's their version of Jordan Faison.
Lord, no. At the quarterback position.
Hey, you can find that.
I hate that they do that. And then you get these people on X and Twitter talking about, oh, y'all don't play nobody. They don't want to play us. They don't want to play us. All the transfers in the world, you put a lacrosse. It should be a 50-point spread. And we should be getting over every time. What are we talking about? This is comical. Fran Brown needs to be investigated for fixing games. I just saw a story.
Wait a minute. You putting them you putting them under the scope of the FBI now?
Investigation. This is the biggest game of the whole year for Syracuse. Because y'all going home after 2 more weeks. Y'all going home. So this is y'all Super Bowl in a lot of sense. And you fixing the game like that? Oh, that's no, man. Nah. Because what does that say about Syracuse? All the hard work, and you doing that first time, meaning his first. He like Shadur Sanders. He'll put Shadur Sanders in the game versus the best team in the league. That's crazy. He got Shadur Sanders out there.
Well, Saturday, once we get this win on Senior Day, make sure if you drink, make sure you drink and celebrate
responsibly.
Let's get it. Lucky Lefty Podcast. I am Shaun Davis, SD2 Mics. That dude right there, the original Lucky Lefty himself, MALIK ZAIRE. We are brought to you by Honora Whiskey, courtesy of Bleav Network. Tap into our audio side each and every day. We dropped 3 new shows today. I think 2 more come tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will not have a show. Tomorrow is a very special day.
That's right.
The woman I've been with for 34 years of my life. 26 and married to bliss. She is celebrating her wonderful birthday tomorrow.
Awesome.
Wonderful birthday tomorrow. And man, we're blessed.
You on the top?
Bro, I'm blessed. We're blessed, but I'll keep it a buck, bro. I have one of the ease when it comes to birthdays. I have one of the easiest women in the world to please.
Really?
Oh, dude. Like literally, I was trying to force the issue, trying to make it like special, like trips, stuff, like, and she's just like, babe, I just want to be with you.
Look at that.
She was like, we can just do lunch and a movie.
Man.
And I'm like, nah, that ain't good enough. Right? And so I still tried to plan. So I tried to plan a dinner date. I tried to plan a game night. I tried to plan a bunch of stuff. And finally, she just checked me like, "What I told you, what I wanted."
Dang.
And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right."
You never take the first no. You gotta
No,
be
you
like,
never do. Never do,
like,
dude.
you don't mean that. I got it. I know how the game go. I got you. So the double no, okay, you might be for real this time.
Because it can come back on you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, well, man, you said you really didn't want anything, so.
And then you feel so silly saying it. You
Right.
just me saying it to you. It's like, man, I know it sounds wrong.
Yeah. So no show tomorrow. We will be back Friday. And then Saturday is my beautiful daughter's birthday.
Here we go.
On Saturday. So this is your boy is hurting come next week.
I thought you would have planned it out right. I thought you said you planned it the right way. You back to back.
Oh yeah, I get through and then I get a break going into actual, Christmas and all of that stuff. But yeah, I think I'll be out. I think I fly out there. I think I get out there on the 4th, Left.
Oh, you out here? Okay.
Yeah. I think I get there the 4th. I think I'll be getting there the 4th.
Okay, it feel good out here now.
It's a quickie. It's like in, out, 2 days.
You're probably gonna be active.
But it's straight business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Thank you, Jay Grizz.
I have to stop at a Laker game, man, if it's all business. I had to stop and see Bron.
No, dude. I only go to see elite products on the floor. That's why I haven't been to a Bulls game, because I refuse to pay. I refuse to pay for product. Only championship product.
Well, this the year. This the year. You come right on down. I think they playing one of them days. You hear LeBron set it up real nice for you. You know how you go.
No, he doesn't want me on the floor. If I sat on the floor, that cat Bron would catch HE double hockey stick, boy.
How would he got a double-double? What are you gonna say?
I would be talking cash money. Cash money. I'll be courtside like, yep, 2 3-peats, dog. 2 of them. 2 3-peats. Huh? You ain't gonna do Brown
like that. You saw what Draymond Green did.
I was like,
you saw what Draymond Green did.
I would tell him, you got some nice shoes on, Bron. Mike get a cut. Mike get a cut off your shoes, right?
He got $1 billion dollar contract. He ain't worried about it. He said, me and Mike, we on the same, he get the same tier money over there at Nike.
I might go to a Blackhawks game though. I'll keep it a buck.
Are they good?
The Blackhawks might be the best. The Blackhawks are the most underrated date night in Chicago. I'm trying to tell you, bro. If you are like just trying to have a great time and kick it, the atmosphere is just like, dude, it's crazy. It's almost like the United Center becomes the biggest frat house in America when the Blackhawks play.
Yeah.
Dude, the kegs, in a basketball game, you walk the halls, it's clear, you have your concession stands. Dude, literally, you come back the next night for a hockey game, the beer kegs are in the hallway.
Oh my goodness.
The beer kegs are in the hallway, and everybody is rocking jerseys or sweaters, as they call them, like they are sweaters with the fraternity.
Oh yeah, those are nice. That's some nice swag right there.
And of course, the number one selling sweater in the NHL is the Blackhawks sweater.
I mean, the color scheme is
it's wicked. Oh, it's wicked. It's wicked. The number one hat in all of MLB is the Chicago White Sox black hat. It's just wicked. It's wicked. You would think with that we could be able to generate revenue to actually go win some championships, but unfortunately, Man, the Dodgers are out there with monopoly money. They are cheating. They're cheating. And they're posting for like 2 of the top Japanese players coming over next year. It's like, dude, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
They just stacking the deck over there.
Like I usually don't have a problem because everybody else can spend. They're all millionaires. They can spend. But the Dodgers are out there, dude. They're not playing fair.
You said they got the 2 best coming over.
But you know why I give them respect? A lot of baseball teams win 1 and try to cut payroll. They win 2 and sit on their laurels. The Dodgers are like, we're going after this 3-peat. We're already $750 million. We're gonna go a cool billion. We're just gonna make it a cool billion.
A cool billion, yeah.
Cool billion.
You gotta think, Ohtani is bringing in so much from another market. They supporting him from all the way over there. So anything they just like, well, that's just a little extra cut. And like Yamamoto, oh my goodness. Yeah, they doing it.
Okay, Yamamoto was worth every penny though. Real talk.
Absolutely.
Real spit.
Absolutely. I didn't even know it was gonna get to the nitty-gritty like that. I thought the Dodgers were gonna win in 4 games. No, that was a series.
This weekend is a big letdown. Let me tell you why I left. Syracuse was supposed to be that up-and-coming team in the ACC with a possible chance in November to be in the ACC race for the championship game, coming to Notre Dame
with Steve Angeli.
This game was supposed to be it. It wasn't supposed to be Pitt.
No,
it wasn't supposed to be Pitt. It was supposed to be this weekend. Yes, it was supposed to be one of the hottest.
Senior day. Oh, they was about to put that on
TV. Man,
Steve Angeli walk out on the opposite side and come out and play for the other team and
talk about crazy.
It. He already had 1,000 yards in the first 3 games. He was ready. That's why I said when Steve got hurt in week 3, I said he was thinking about week 10, week today. Because this was the week he probably was really excited about, and and it's probably just it sucks that Marcus Freeman even knows. He said if he comes, I wouldn't even show up. I was supposed to show up, bring in the squad. We supposed to shake the thunder down in Notre Dame Stadium, but I do think that was the story that was meant for these. It
was perfect. It was perfect.
It was perfect. So it's now that you get the polar opposite version, I mean, this is like, this is worse than the Pitt week. Because how do you sell it? How do you sell this fight? What are you going to say?
Man, this is like
they don't even have the equipment to come over here, and then on top of that, I love Fran Brown, so I can't, I don't want to say about the he's thinking about outside of this game. Every time I hear him talk on X or anywhere on the internet, it's about recruiting. He like, man, I got some guys that's leaving, got some guys got some guys coming in. I got some guys I'm telling to leave. He Notre Dame just happens to just come in, it's just another game on the schedule, but still in the shoes of Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame, we're like, man, it's just we got to knock another one down. We just hate to come in this story. This not the story. You're absolutely right. This is a Steve Angeli game.
Yeah, man.
Steve's supposed to come in and be like, y'all should have kept me. He's supposed to have that Joe Flacco moment. You know what I mean? Like,
let me ask you a question. The way Steve was playing, the way Steve Angeli was playing, would Notre Dame be a 2-loss team with Steve Angeli if he had stayed and he was the starter?
Yes. Absolutely. Probably would have, maybe would have won or be in a better position for the first game because we would know what we're dealing with. It wouldn't have been what could CJ handle in his first moment. This would have been like, all right, Steve gonna roll out there just like he did versus Penn State, and then we can go battle. It wouldn't have been his identity moment. So I do think that Steve, once again, just like I said when we had Riley, because of his attrition of being at Notre Dame and going through the fire, going through the process, knowing the team, knowing what's going on, he would have been in the perfect situation to have 2 back-to-back undefeated Notre Dame regular seasons. One, because both of the years are great schedules, and where he is in his journey, being a fifth-year guy, a captain of the team, a bunch of young bucks, is great. And then he's with Jeremiah Love. Kenny would have been, I think it would have been great for us to stick with it. Obviously, we chose the other route, but, I think Steve wouldn't, if the worst would be a 9-3 team at this point.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know what? The supporting cast around him, I'm going to tell you something, man. It was also supposed to be a stick your chest out day for Gino Guidugli to have all 3 of his quarterbacks in the building. Can you imagine Gino with Kenny and CJ on his sideline? Let's say Steve came in, Notre Dame beat Syracuse, and Steve still threw for like 270. Can you imagine Gino standing on the sideline like, yep, that's me. That's my son right there.
Yeah.
That's my son. These are my 2 sons over here. I'm telling you, man, I thought this was really going to be a big-time weekend full of stories. Homecoming to Steve Angeli, a tough-minded Syracuse team program that's building, coming in, playing scrappy. That's what I thought we were going to see. I really did. But unfortunately, injuries have taken a toll. As I said before, somebody was asking about Lauren Lando and the injuries that Notre Dame are dealing with. And I'm like, man, look, everybody in the country has injuries. Indiana has played without his best wide receiver and 3 of his best offensive linemen for like the last month. Like, everybody's hurt. Everybody's banged up. It comes down to, do you have the horses to supplement and plug in when you have said injuries? That's what it comes down to. And Notre Dame has proved for 2 consecutive years, especially in the trenches, that when one person goes down, they have not just able bodies to put there, but the athletes to actually perform and produce. That's kudos to Marcus Freeman. So in today's show, we'll hear from Marty Biaggi about his 2 kickers. We will hear from those seniors that are going to be honored as they walk out into Notre Dame Stadium for what might be the final time. There are some guys like Jalen Sneed that still have eligibility and might choose to come back. Matter of fact, he said he hasn't made up his mind. Senior day is always like super emotional. Super emotional.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
definitely emotional.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get to the point where Notre Dame is going to come out flat. And we're going to look up in the 3rd quarter and it's like a 1-score game. And I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
But I do think it's going to be emotional because, if I'm not mistaken, this year is the first all Marcus Freeman team.
Yeah.
So this is like the first all Marcus Freeman group. And
it's a good group.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's probably super emotional for Coach Freeman this weekend.
Gotta be.
You know?
This is the first and last emotional
Yeah.
day probably for him, just because it's nothing like your first class and your first head coaching job. You know, Marcus Freeman may coach 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He may coach 30 years, and this particular team with this group of guys was his first group as a head coach at Notre Dame. You know, the group that was excited for him when he went in there and said he was the head coach. That's a big emotional thing, because it'll never be the same. Those guys will never experience that ride. I mean, think about it. Those same babies that was excited for you to run in that locker room, say you the head coach, are the same babies that was there when you reached the championship. Not a championship with a different team, a championship with the guys you basically started with.
Okay, let's do something, Left. Let's go back to that 2022 class. I'll go through the 22 guys that they brought in. You tell me simple, hit or miss. That's the way we'll do it. Like, did the kid hit or did he miss? All right. So out of 22 kids, let's start with Jalen Sneed.
You can say he hit.
Okay.
Development.
Eli Raridan.
Hit.
Joshua Burnham.
Hit.
Tobias Merriweather.
Could have hit, didn't stay.
Emil Wagner.
Hit.
Jadarian Price.
Hit.
Joey Tenona.
I don't even
missed, transferred. He's playing left tackle for Purdue right now, but he's
there you go. He's starting.
Yeah.
Hit.
Billy you said hit because you started. You crazy. Billy Shroud.
Hit.
Aiden Gabira, who's been injured. So I'll give him a pass. Ty Chan.
Can't win all of them.
Ty Chan, pretty much a backup. Tyson Ford. Miss at Notre Dame.
That's one of my favorites that I wish could have figured it out. I wish it could have. I'll say a miss because I don't know where he's at, but whatever.
Jaden Mickey.
I mean, I think it was a hit, but Marcus Freeman just got bigger than that. You know, he needed to develop a little bit bigger because he could, and so I would say it was a hit for the time being. You know,
Junior Tuilamaka.
I think that's a hit. I think he'll be drafted second, third day.
Yeah.
You know, or picked if Maris got drafted, Tuilamaka is getting in that picture somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Benjamin Morrison.
Hit.
Ashton Craig.
Hit.
Jaden Bellamy, he was a miss.
He's a miss.
Donovan Heinisch.
I mean, he's making plays in the league, so that's an automatic.
No, Donovan. His little brother.
Hit. Still hit.
Yeah, still hit.
You said Heinisch is hitting. Heinisch is hitting. There we go.
Yeah. The punter, Bryce McPherson. He's on a miss.
He's there. I mean, you know, we'll give you a hit because it was a lot of hits. A lot of hits. You can take one of the hits too.
And Steve Angeli.
Man. I would say a miss because Marcus Freeman never played him. What the heck? Marcus Freeman never played him. It's a miss. Could have been a hit. Could have been a NIU win, a Miami win. It could have been that. Definitely could have been that.
That class was ranked ninth on 247. Ninth on 247. Let me check out their ranking on Rivals, because I'm sure it was lower. No, that class was ranked sixth on Rivals. Sixth. So that's what Marcus Freeman did with his first class. He laid the foundation with that class. That's a darn good foundation for your football team. That class is a darn good foundation and kind of explains why he's been able to build each class from that on to this 26th class, which is absolutely stacked. Just absolutely stacked. Crazy. What head coach comes in and just gets a top 10 class?
Yeah.
Who does that? Marcus Freeman.
Most coaches got to come in and build and transfer and, restore tradition and all type of stuff. Marcus Freeman stepped in, probably one of the better in shape programs that you can step into, along with the fact that it's a top 5 program. I mean, Brian Kelly didn't leave it in shambles.
He did not.
He left it in some tethered ways, but very fixable. I mean, Marcus Freeman said, I can patch that up. I just gotta try. I just gotta hop on the plane. I just gotta not go to golfing all day. Like it's an easy fix and flip.
Has anybody ever given you something and they felt like it didn't have value for them and they give it to you and then they see you with it on and they're like, oh, snap.
Yeah, it start looking good again. You like,
Right.
I still think Brian Kelly, it was more so of like just it's been a good long relationship. I don't even think it was more so like he could have stayed. I'm sure. I mean, what was really forcing him out? Other than him just having a stale relationship in regards to a money situation. But if you think about it, if it really came down to that, that's just a long, tired relationship. If you leave because of some money after 10 years, you just tired of the relationship.
Pretty much.
It wasn't like the program was just terrible. In fact, a couple years before you quit, the team you resurrected essentially the team. You resurrected the program. So you went through a rebuild stage with the program for a couple times. And that's very commendable. So, I don't even think it was something where I just think it was just a perfect time and place for Marcus Freeman to be. It's not like Florida where Billy Napier is getting ran out of the town and they terrible team and they got a bunch of recruiting things they got to address. And Notre Dame was just like, we could just do better than what we're doing. And what we're doing is pretty dang good. Now we just add Will Smith to the equation. And now we just got popularity. Like Jack Swarbrick really did it right.
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely.
I mean, now it was a nice T-ball, but he still hit it out the park. Because, it wasn't like he had to scour the planet for a new coach when Marcus Freeman was right there. And it just so happened he just got on staff and was just, it was just a perfect setup, So yeah. This is all storybook for Marcus Freeman. I think if he leaves, it would just never be the same route of success. I mean, because when you start at the top, where you gonna go? Where else is he gonna go where he's got his own NIL thing going on? Where it's part acting, part commercial. What college football coach at the White House that didn't win a championship? He just over there for dinner. like what? This your first job? Like he didn't start at JMU or one of these, He wasn't like our coach, Coach Parker, man. He over and went to the Temple, first head coaching job. Marcus Freeman started at the top. So, everything is special about senior day, getting back to the point. Because these are almost like the birthing, like the first generation kids. And it's just different, So it's also a transition. Now, Marcus Freeman is really in his own waters when it comes to scripting a program that you sustain. It's one thing to leverage what he had, which he did. like we said, Brian Kelly didn't leave it, in shambles. But it was like he said, this is his own class.
Hey,
he had a lot of success working off of Coach Kelly's, byproducts. So now he's almost back in the playing field of, all right, this is who I am, establishing identity with recruits and what we want to look like. The 1A, 1B strategy from a depth chart positioning. I still, CJ Carr is technically my first franchise quarterback. How am I going to handle that for his career? Because this is the infancy of, like you said, this is actually like Marcus Freeman's grip on the program. It take a couple years to get off that 10-year Brian Kelly program. It take a couple years. Will it take 3?
Yeah.
Now, in those 3, you had a ton of success. This is like Bill Belichick leaving the Patriots and Tom Brady staying. Now you got to go win it. Who's going to win the Super Bowl first? Now, Coach Kelly, obviously, and rightfully so in the college football landscape, faded into black. You know what I mean? Because, what could he really do? He stepped off the ledge, thought the grass was greener. It's just a different, like I could have told him it was different over there. It's just, it's a different type of winning, But I think, like I said, Jack Swarbrick did a tremendous job of trusting the obvious move, and it paid off.
Look, I just want to salute this class. What they've done for this program under Marcus Freeman, how they set the tone. I said the other day, when you get down with expectations and they don't go the way they were supposed to go, or things don't go the way they were supposed to go, losing the first 2 games, this is where a lot of people in the fan base started to question the leadership of this year's team. Ashton Craig, Billy Schrauff, Emil Wagner, Donovan Heinisch. Those are 4 of your captains that grabbed the bull by the horn and said, we're not going to let the standard dip.
That's right.
Not on our watch.
And they realized that it could happen fast. It can happen.
Oh, man.
They thought they would have an easy start. The perception in 2 games was so drastic that they had to make a move, and I'm glad they did.
And they made the move. They grabbed the bull by the horn, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing what they've been doing. Amazing. Once again, 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, this team makes a run in this form and fashion. Come on, man. Like, do you know how hard it is to walk into every game? Like, we cannot lose, bro. We cannot lose. Like Drake Bowen said last week, we're done. If we lose this week against Pitt, we're done. And that's the mindset they have, bro. That's just the mindset they have. But shout out to this 22 class, man. It's the foundation of what Marcus Freeman built. It is fully his team, his vision, and they're just tough-minded, man. They're absolutely tough-minded. So it's going to be fun to watch these young men run out on the field on Saturday. Lucky Lefty Podcast. So if you go over to FanDuel, you can go into this 35.5 point matchup with Notre Dame being the favorite with a over-under of 50.5. Well, why is that 50.5? Well, Notre Dame has been holding teams, as we gave the stat after the last game. It is, I had the stat right here. Left.
That'll be under 16, 17.
I misplaced it. Oh, here it is. They're holding teams 18.8 points below their season average and 164 yards below their season average since the Purdue game. Well, Syracuse only averages 17.4 points per game.
Yeah.
Where's the line on a shutout? Where's the line for a shutout? Do they have that? Is that a prop? Is that something you can bet on? Notre Dame shutting Syracuse out?
It's something. I mean, sheesh. It's high probability, man. It's high probability putting a first time starter out there that is a walk on, and the supporting cast isn't great, and the morale isn't at the top tier morale. They're playing at an away game. There's a lot of factors that could lean towards a shutout. Because what are they gonna call?
Left, can I give you the the total game totals? Syracuse total points. Guess what the over-under is for Syracuse total points in this game, Left?
What?
6.5.
Wow.
6.5 points. They have they don't think Syracuse will get more than 6 points. 6.5. Yeah. Notre Dame's over under total for this game, 43.5 points.
It's basically how much can we score?
You cannot make this stuff up.
How much can we score? How much can we put up?
First half spread is 20.5. That first half spread is probably the better bet. But honestly, Kenny Minchie's going to come in with the second group and put points up.
That's right.
So, I mean.
That's right. Kenny Minchie's not coming in and just kneel the ball.
No, not at all. Not at all. So let's look at Left. When I look at and take a sneak peek at Syracuse and take a look under the hood, I have yet to see a team where I see nothing but hundreds in their rankings.
Wow.
I've never seen. This is why it's so disappointing. This is why it's so disappointing, because I know injuries have depleted. They don't have a deep roster to be able to overcome injuries, and they got hit with injuries, literally losing Steve Angeli while you're up 3 scores at Clemson. You're dominating Clemson on your way to one of the most important wins in Syracuse football history. Steve Angeli is balling. He's scrambling for a first down and just non-contact.
I mean, it was the worst kind. It was
worst.
He just fell down. Like, it was
the worst.
I mean, good grief, man. Blame your trainers. You know, he wasn't doing enough of the applied metrics. But even then, it's unfortunate just because the story was supposed to be him playing. So, you know, that's another reason why they probably Vegas was like, yeah, Steve's not playing. We got Notre Dame by 100. And it's unfortunate for Fran Brown, because what fighting chance does he have? He told you, and I think people underestimate, he told you what the fighting chance was when he put the quarterback there. That's waving the white flag against Notre Dame's defense. I mean, you know, we can always be surprised and fall asleep at the wheel, but you talking about doing that for 60 minutes? Can we fall asleep that long? So, yeah, this is not a matter of this being a tight game. It's just to, you know, make it a homecoming, make it a good event, you know, like we did Kenny Urlacher when we whooped up on USC. The whole team went to it. You thought it would be a fight. They were putting the cameras like they thought it was about to be a Royal Rumble.
I can say this. I think I can say this much. There was a text thread going on, like that started weeks before the game. Like they were just banter back and forth, because they already had it was a text thread he was always part of.
Right.
So just banter back and forth. So of course, after the game, they went and found him.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Once again, that stimmy package because it's coming in handy for them later. But it's awesome to see that camaraderie like that. That's what the game should be about. You seeing Steve come out there. Hopefully, he makes the appearance and not be on crutches or nothing. But just get the experience. I would love for him. If anybody, he needs to be the one running out there on senior day, not Sam Hartman, who is modeling for Macy's right now. So it's one of those things. I think it means more for Steve, and it means more for Notre Dame to celebrate a guy like Steve in this moment, especially going through what he's going through.
Man, look, it's one of those things where, I look at it and, like I said, they average 17.4 points a game. They're 100th in the nation at 333 yards per game. So that means Notre Dame probably holds them under 200 based upon the way the defense has been playing. 125th in yards per play at 4.5. They are converting on 32% of their third downs left. 32% third down conversion as an offense. Red zone scoring, only 74% of the time. That's 120th in the nation. Good grief, man. Good Lord. Sheesh.
Should be over quick.
Rushing yards per game, they are 112th in the nation at 111 yards.
Like there is no metric other than a movie like Rudy for them to be able to win this. It's just no metric. What are you going to look at?
Now,
they're
what?
Depleted in injuries. They're making crazy roster decisions at crucial positions. They're already bleeding in so many other areas, and then they're coming to play a machine, a healthy machine. Guys coming back feeling great, like Bron, dropping double doubles.
Low bar.
No, it's low bar. The crazy thing is, what's the bar for a 23-year-old vet? All right, that's what I thought. There is no bar. He's setting every standard as he keeps playing.
You said he's the greatest, right? I'm saying the greatest. I don't have I have a greatest bar.
There's no chart for him. Because he's setting
I'm going by what you said.
What's the chart on a 23-year-old vet? What's those numbers supposed to look like? If it wasn't LeBron, if his name was Mike Matthews, and he got a double-double in year 23, he'd be the greatest of all time. Easy. But it's because his name is LeBron, because he's from Akron, Ohio. It's never good enough. And it's crazy because he'll get 3 statues in 3 different locations, 3 different cities. Who's doing that? I can't find another place. He'll literally be coast to coast. A statue in Miami, a statue in California. That's coast to coast. Don't forget Cleveland, because he got to cover home base. He's literally the Bermuda Triangle of NBA basketball. 3 statues, 3 locations, 3 championships. Where is Michael Jordan in that? That's all I'm saying. Caught a man in Bermuda. But like they say, I digress. These Miami fans. Oh, man, we got to talk about these Miami fans.
No, I'm not giving them any time on the show, dude. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Just let's finish up Syracuse, bro. It's not much. The two areas where Notre Dame has been on fire is turnovers, interceptions in particular, and pressure is sacks. Syracuse ranks 109th in interception thrown percentage at 3.4. That means they throw a lot of them. And they give up a sack on 1 out of 12 dropbacks. They are 115th in the nation at protecting the quarterback. They're pretty good at field goal conversion, though. They made 90% of their field goals. Maybe the 2 field goals will give them their 6 points on Saturday. They're 132nd in turnover margin. They're 128th in giveaways. 117th in takeaways. They don't take the ball away.
Jeez.
And
there's nothing saying that they're going to win. I mean, there's nothing even saying they're going to be close. This is like going against a JUCO football team. And I hate to say that because I love Fran Brown. It's not his fault in totality. It's just where we are in our destiny journey against a team in the ACC that seems to be pretty tough. It looks like a 5-way tie over there.
Man.
And Miami's 5th.
It's tough, bro. It's tough, bro. It's tough. It's absolutely tough. You're right. This one should be well in hand early for the Fighting Irish. It should be well in hand early for the Fighting Irish. So, geez, these stats are just awful, Left.
Nothing to look at. And they beat Clemson, which is crazy.
Bro, if you thought Pitt was bad in the secondary, they are giving up a completion percentage of 68.24, bro.
Golly.
Teams are completing 68.24% of their passes.
Golly.
I got CJ going for at least 265.
It's like it's one of these games where it's not even about you couldn't even overlook these guys. How do you overlook a team that's just awful? Like, this is just awful. Like, it's not even. I mean, you could take a day off and still whoop these guys by.
But the crazy thing is, this is the same team that Miami fans are beating their chest about being on a winning streak.
Oh yeah.
We beat Syracuse. Let's see how you beat them. Like, what?
They love to do the compare. Why are we comparing NC States? NC State isn't relevant in the college football sphere right now, and you just want to put the compare numbers on how bad. I mean, y'all lost 2 or 3. 2 or 3 late in the season? Y'all complain about us not playing nobody, but if y'all so good, why couldn't y'all do the same thing? That's all I'm saying.
It's pretty bad, bro. Like, I'm literally taking a look at these stats. I feel bad for Fran Brown, bro. I feel bad because I feel like with Steve, and he has a really young team, so with Steve, they were going to be able to probably pull some games out, be in the hunt for the ACC, like I said, and bring a nice challenge to Notre Dame with some great stories, but yeah, it's a wrap, bro. They might as well. Hey, it's all about Cayenne Anthony up there now. It's all about Cayenne right now, bro.
Yeah, it's about time to go back indoors, get to that basketball fandom. Yeah, it's about that time.
It's all about Cayenne Anthony now.
Is coming up quick. He's doing good. Melo got the podcast. I mean, it's Syracuse basketball is on the map. Do they play Illinois this year?
No, they don't want that spanking.
No. Wait, I thought y'all was half international. Aren't y'all like playing games in Spain and all y'all players from around the world?
Yeah, Yeah.
Y'all got more international players than Chicago players.
Yeah, we actually we play Tennessee this weekend. And I think that's gonna be like the first L of the year. Yeah. Because Tennessee got some dudes. It's like some Marquise Clark out of Chicago is down there playing the point. They have some dudes. They have some dudes in Tennessee, bro. It is that's gonna be an L. But Illinois is a very skilled team. That's the word. You know, they don't like being called European. They like being called a very skilled team. Guess whose son? Guess whose son is balling for Illinois though?
Oh.
Yeah, they play Alabama tonight and then Tennessee on Saturday, I believe. Peja Stojakovic's son. Andre.
Oh, he's a beast. Oh, I love Peja Stojakovic's son. He left Cal to Illinois.
To go to Illinois, and he
that's my favorite team right now. He's so good.
He put it on Texas Tech. I was like, oh, okay.
Because he's a real point guard. He can really like.
Well, they have him playing the two. They have him playing the two.
He got like a Ricky Rubio twoing, but then he got that just he be Mono Ginobili with it. He's real nice. I like him.
He's like his dad, bro.
Yeah.
They put that dude on the elbow at the end of that game, and he was like, he was jab stepping and popping it from 18, nothing but bottom. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I got something.
That's Peja's son. That's Peja's son right there.
He had to get out of Cal because this,
Oh man,
he had to get out of there. So this is a great spot.
Because I remember he came when they played Notre Dame last year. At Notre Dame, I think he put up 31. Him and Marcus Burton were just going at it.
Yeah,
I think it was like double overtime, something crazy. Hey, let's hear from Fran Brown before we transition. Love. This is what Fran Brown had to say.
Against the number 9 team in the country this weekend, like against one of the better coaches in the country. So like I get to put myself up to test to see, Fran, you think you good? So go ahead. You get a chance to go compete against Coach Freeman, right? Coach Freeman has a lot of really good players. He's built the program up, got Notre Dame back where Notre Dame wants to be at, and I'm trying to follow that same thing right now. So I think this is a good test for us to be able to go out and play them, and then we get a chance to play them next year too, right? So like it's pretty cool for us to be able to do it. So it's something that we'll be able to have and we'll be able to talk about for the rest of our lives of what happened to us. So we get one game this year, and then we get one next year. And so I'm thankful to go play against them. I'm excited, just watch and see how we compete.
Man, that means Steve gets us up there in the JMA Dome. That'll be his first time facing Notre Dame at home. Okay. Well, he didn't cop out like a Dazio.
I mean,
not a Dazio Narduzzi.
Because he's like, come on, guys.
Thinking Riley was like copping out. Everybody was copping
Syracuse is a vulnerable place. He don't have no look. When you at the bottom, all you can do is look up. How you gonna be fake when you ain't got nothing around you? Who he like, man, I can't sell this. I'm just gotta be real. I'm going up against, like he said, respectfully, rightfully, truthfully, so one of the better coaches in America. This is an opportunity. And he's right. Because you can look around and be like, okay, yeah, we don't have this and that, but at least he wants to go out there and fight. And I think that's why he's a good man for the job, somebody that you can trust. Maybe he'll stay there, with all these big coaching jobs out there. I'm sure he'll, keep his roots to Syracuse at least a few more years. But hopefully Marcus Freeman, gives him a good NIU treatment, keep it close, but have an understanding. Shout out.
He likes to help his fellow brother.
Yeah, don't do him like Arkansas, where we got to be the Green Reapers and just clean the whole program out of there. Don't do him like that. Keep us in the pocket. That's why he's showing respect to the king right now. He say I gotta kiss the ring a little bit. Is one of the great coaches. We just trying to do our thing. So I think Marcus Freeman respects that because, I mean, think about it. He's got to go deal with a Pat Narduzzi who's very cheeky. Then you got to go over there and deal with a James Franklin who you like, what team you on, James? You over here dissing me. We supposed to be on the same team. Then you got he got to deal with all these shabby oil salesman coaches. At least Fran Brown is like, hey, you know what I'm dealing with. Take, I ain't gonna say take it easy, but show some love. Show some love. 34 points is good. We know they're not gonna score over 10. 34 points is good. Like, give them the good old Boston College numbers. Comfortable lead, but not embarrassing. We ain't got to put 70 for what? 70? Come on, Marcus Freeman. Come on now. You ain't 70. Just let them off on 35, 36 points. We'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
This is a game where we trying to keep the coach in this position. Arkansas asked us to take the coach out. Just put the stamp on it. This one is like, we like the guy. Just keep him intact. Keep him good.
I just want Fran. Man, maybe he stays at Syracuse a couple more years. I think this year probably puts him behind schedule a year. Another 2 years, he can be successful and probably end up at a bigger job. I don't think he needs to go to he does have SEC Southeastern roots. ACC coastal roots. He coasted Rutgers too, so he definitely has the roots for the Northeast. He really can go wherever he wants to go.
Yeah,
he can. Lucky Lefty Podcast, Notre Dame 35.5-point favorites over at FanDuel, FanDuel.com. Download the FanDuel app. All right, Lef, before we get out of here, Marty Biaggi talking about his place kicker, Eric Schmidt, and his punter, who doesn't see the field a lot, but still is a semifinalist for the Ray Guy Award.
There you go.
James Rendell. He pinned Pitt inside the 5 that led to great things on Saturday, but he doesn't get a lot of opportunities, and Marty Biaggi talked about both of those guys.
More than anything, super resilient coming in. Originally we had wanted to try and redshirt him and had to expedite that process. And so, he's somebody that day in and day out is coming to work and really is trying to just perfect his craft.
And then have you ever had a year where there's been 20 punts through 10 games?
Not to my knowledge, maybe. I'm trying to think. No, it's a good problem to have, but it's a true team glory thing. If offense and defense and everything's taking care of itself, I hate it for Jimmy, but I love it for the team. So he's being that's a true definition of sacrifice.
I don't think James Rendell has one problem with watching the game from the sideline. If he stays on the sideline, that means Notre Dame is doing good.
Yeah,
not one problem at all. That's your boy, Mark.
But yeah, Marty Biaggi is one of the greatest coaches, man, I've ever been around, man. I'm not surprised by any of his success and what
he can't find a place kicker, bro.
Man, listen. Not everything
I'm
is his.
I'm just saying he can't find a place kicker. That's all I'm saying.
And Michael Jordan has problems in gambling, but that ain't got nothing to do with the totality of what we talk about.
And LeBron takes steroids. Now, there we go. I mean, okay. Point taken. Point taken.
Anyway, Marty Biaggi is a great coach, man. It's one of those things where, there's areas of improvement, and if you can trust anybody to fix it, he's one of those guys. And there's been a lot of questions in certain areas from field goal kicking to punt return, these fair catch phenomenons, but for him to be able to still be productive in areas that is producing in games, and being momentum changing in games for a guy that just got over there, a year and a half ago, 2 years at the special teams position, and to be having an impact the way that he does, especially coming after such a great special teams coordinator and the guy before, which, I forgot his name. Look at that. He's been playing so well. I forgot the man's name. Who's doing well, so it just shows the next man in mentality is still at Notre Dame, and guys are playing in a position where when they get a chance, they're really making the most of it. And Martin Biaggi is a great example of that, especially knowing his story coming from an assistant position and being around in the office and working his way up to a very prominent, respected coach in a lot of areas. And so, anything he does, I'm probably going to be really high on that.
That's nice, man. I need him to find a place kicker.
Come on, man. Them academic standards are hard for punters, man. That's just.
I need him to find
We really got to find a specialized kicker because the weather conditions in South Bend's a little tricky. We need to go to, Ohio, somewhere.
I don't care where. I don't care if they go to Montana. I don't care where they go. Just find a kicker. I just watched a kicker. I told you when I went to check out another young man, I watched a kicker kick a 49-yarder in the cold in Chicago. If he could kick it in Chicago, he could kick it in South Bend.
That's right. I agree
Kickers
with that.
are out there. They're out there. MALIK Fields has played for 3 head coaches. This will be his senior day. He talked about his senior day thoughts, and Marcus Freeman.
I think, just taking it in before, being a part of the brotherhood and just enjoying the moment where you're recognized as a senior before the game. But then, you run back in the locker room and you flip that switch and you go to work like any other day.
And then I think you were talking about it on Cam's podcast, getting out of the Charlottesville bubble. I guess how beneficial has the last 10 months been, just kind of figuring out your way at Notre Dame, but then also preparing you for what you'll experience in April?
Super beneficial, like you said, just getting out of that Charlottesville bubble, really being on my own, away from family a little bit, and just being able to grow, with a different set of boys in the locker room and a different place as a whole. It's just been awesome.
You played for 3 head coaches now. I guess what stands out about Coach Freeman to you?
Really how he cares about us as a players, but also as a man, in the world. All of his lessons that he talks about that correlate from football and life. He really hones in on that life part, just being the best man, husband, father, brother, son we can be, a man of God as well. So that's just been huge with his teachings.
Take us through that catch from Saturday.
It was crazy. We got a free play because they jumped off sides, and I was figuring the ball would come to me, so saw the ball in the air, shot it, gonna make the play, and it happened.
Did you realize how crazy it was, or did you have to see it to realize what kind of play you made?
Not in the moment, but then watching it back, I was like, all right, that's kind of freaky.
How many messages, is that the most your phone has blown up?
Oh, definitely.
Yep. And he had DK Metcalf with the stuck face on the side. So, look, MALIK Fields, my brother, I need you to get over 100. Stop getting right there to 98, 99. And look, it's his fault. It's his fault because it was 4th and 5. He runs a 4-yard comeback instead of going beyond the sticks. He would have had 100 yards if he ran the route deep enough. He didn't. Notre Dame turned the ball over, and he didn't get his 100 yards.
That's right.
Remember before the season, we said if he had 800 yards, which is what he did the last 2 seasons at Virginia.
It's a great season for us.
We said that, man, if he does that, things are going really good.
That's right.
He had that disappointing fumble week 1 against Miami. But right now, he is definitely probably going to finish, unless he has 2 monster games, he's going to finish short, but he's averaging 18.6 yards per pop. 32 receptions, 5 touchdowns, only 596 yards. Like I said, he would have to pretty much put up at least 140 yards per game over the next 2 games to go ahead and match what he did at Virginia. From a yardage standpoint, he's not going to come close to the receptions. But
No.
I think his real value is going to be seen during the playoffs, especially against defenses where you need a true number one.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Malachi Fields. Let's go to the next senior. Someone that's in that class we talked about who was at the top. And this young man was like a signal that Notre Dame was going after a different athlete going to the South to get a young man like this. And everyone was excited. You talk about super elevated expectations. And he's finally living up to those expectations this year. We're talking about none other than Jalen Sneed.
I feel like with my maturity, I feel like I've learned so much just being here at Notre Dame. I've learned so many lessons. I've learned also that with struggle, like you're gonna have to struggle to win, and like that's the best way to describe Notre Dame is like all this struggle and all the hard times that they put you through, that you go through here. It's all for a better cause and the degree and winning national championships, just like that.
And then you've had a unique relationship with Coach Freeman going back to high school. I guess what have you kind of learned about him throughout your time here?
Ooh, I learned so much from him. I just know that he's a great leader, great coach. He's just taking this program in the right direction.
Yeah. Jalen Sneed, I think, honestly, is, like I said, we went through the 22 class, Marcus Freeman's first class, and how special that class is to him. Jalen Sneed is really special to Marcus Freeman, which is why I really didn't buy all of the transfer stuff. Maybe some feelings and some emotions were stirred up a little bit at certain times, but the relationship going back to the relationship with his high school coach and Coach Freeman, and Coach Freeman really being invested in Jalen, not only on the field, but off the field, and developing him and maturing him as a young man into manhood. It's just a fabulous story. And to see him come out and really, whether it's coming off the edge or being the starting backer with Drake Bowen, he's really played well. He's really played well this year left. And I love the story. I love the story. These are the types of stories you get at Notre Dame, man. These are the types of stories. Another story, a young man that Notre Dame flipped late in the 2022 class that has really come on. I actually know some representation that's really trying to get him right now. The NFL really thinks highly of this young man. And it's Junior Tuihalamaka.
People say over-exceeded the expectations. I've been able to play at a high level of college football with my teammates, be able to make plays on the field, dreams come true. Able to graduate in 3 years with my undergrad. Now I'm in the master's program at Notre Dame, so it's everything I could wish for. It's over-exceeded everything I expected. People, and yeah.
That man graduated in 3 years is already in the master's program. Look, and let me tell you something about this young man, right? He comes in with a 22 class. That class, of course, because of who Marcus Freeman is stacked at the linebacker position. We can't forget Nolan Ziegler, who was in that class, who, for personal reasons, had to leave Notre Dame. But he's stuck and literally is like, yo, can I play defensive line? Man. And what he has, through hard work, turned himself into, along with Al Washington and the rest of the defensive staff.
Yeah.
He can play on Sundays. Junior can play on Sundays.
I agree. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. We were just watching Instagram. You saw the post with Tommy Trimble and for the Falcons, Left. You know who I'm talking
Xavier
about.
Watts.
No, defensive end for the Falcons.
Oh, Khalid
Kareem. You know, they took a picture Sunday after the game. You see a guy like Khalid Kareem, and Junior can play on Sundays.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He fits in that mold, and
Junior,
Indy Mills said, look, he's not trying to be Lawrence Taylor.
No.
You know what I mean? Just get him in the league. He'll be productive.
Yeah. And Junior too, Lamaka wasn't athletic enough to play linebacker.
No.
Not with the group of linebackers they have now.
That we got. Yeah, no.
I think that vision of where they were going and what probably was best for him, you know. But then going back to what you said, Left, one of your favorite players, Junior moving to D-line might have taken Tyson Ford's spot.
Yeah.
In a sense.
But, you know, I mean, it happens. But
Josh Burnham was a linebacker.
Yeah.
His move to D-line possibly took a spot from Tyson Ford. I mean, that's just the way it works, man. When you bring in guys, and your first class is very you can take chances with your first class, right?
Right.
Because you're trying to fill holes. They had Kaiser still. You know, they had guys that had played linebacker. They had J.D. Bertrand. They knew they had those guys for 2 to 3 years. So, man, it's just, man, the way these classes shape out. But the hit rate in the 22 class was pretty darn good, man. It really was. We went through it earlier, guys. If you're just tapping in, we went through the 22 class that's going to be honored as seniors. And the hit rate on Marcus Freeman's first class is absolutely incredible. Incredible. The misses were like
misses, way more hits.
Yeah. The misses were, I mean, like Jay Mickey is a guy that actually played as a true freshman. And had to transfer because of the accumulated talent at the position.
That's it. Recruiting got better.
Yeah, so he's not a miss. He's a hit, but he had to go elsewhere. They hit, it was high 80s in the 22 class. 22 kids in that class, and they did well. Yeah, they made well. All right, one more before we get out of here. Let's hear from Eli Raridon, who I'll never forget watching Eli Raridon pre-injury during his first practice with Holden Stays, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember standing there on the field saying, oh my God. We had these two monsters at tight end for the next 3 to 4 years.
It's gonna be a problem.
Dude, I thought Notre Dame was about to just, man. And that was with Michael Mayer still on the squad, Left.
Still on the squad, yeah.
I'm at practice, Michael Mayer still on the squad, and I'm like, yo, these two youngsters are crazy. But injuries, and of course, Holden Stays has transferred twice, once to Tennessee, and now he plays for the Hoosiers, Indiana. And Eli Raridon has finally began to play up to the level that most people thought he would when he came out as a 4-star in the 22 class. And it's good to see him. He needs to learn how to stay in bounds.
Get aware of your surroundings for sure.
But he's definitely going to continue the tight end U moniker. and flow into the NFL. This is what he had to say about his relationship with Coach Freeman and that first in-home visit. They don't even do in-home visits anymore. That's really dead, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, recruiting has came a long way.
Yo, the in-home visit and waiting to hear the buzz, like the in-home visit, one coach is coming in, another coach is waiting in the kitchen. You remember those days?
Man, I was probably one of the last few, years where they really invested into that,
Yeah, the death of in-home visits now being replaced by straight-up official visits. Chat, what's better to you, the official visit or the in-home visit? Let me know.
In-home for sure.
Yeah, legacy, just for legacy, in-home.
That's
Somebody pulling up to your crib on the block.
The lies in-home just hit harder.
What? What?
When they sit in your home and tell you what you're going to be and what they're going to do with you, it's just way more believable.
Okay.
Visit. So, I mean, plus, your mom get a chance to show her cooking off to a top level
facts
coach, and he get to go back and be like, man, I might have to go back. That mama cook good food. We might have to recruit him off of that.
Or the right spot to cater from.
Yeah, you can't replace those moments, and everything is getting if it's only official visit, it takes the personality and the personalness out of it, and it just it makes it really professional, and it feels bigger than what that home feeling and connection was. Now it feels like you just go into the machine.
Yeah.
It was different when Marcus Freeman showed up in your home, try the ribs. You like, man, this feel like something family like,
Yeah, I agree. But this is Eli Reardon talking about that first in-home visit from Coach Freeman.
Eli, just going back to when Marcus did that in-home visit during your recruiting process and kind of explained his vision for the program, I guess how'd that kind of match up just with your experience so far?
Yeah, Coach Freeman came to my house. I think he's with Coach Mickens, and you could just tell how much he cares about having a relationship with you. And it's lived up to the time I've been here. He cares about his players, and he's lived up to his word. And I can't remember exactly what he said to me. It's kind of it was a long time ago from now, but his character stayed the same throughout these 4 years in the in-home visit, and I'm very appreciative of him and what he's done for me and the opportunity he gave me to come here.
And then obviously just growing up in the Notre Dame family, well aware of this place. Has anything surprised you, or has any experience off the field that kind of stick with you?
Yeah, it's been incredible 4 years. Just the people here in general, the teammates I've met here, even the students I've met here are lifelong relationships. And I grew up coming to Notre Dame, and it's always been magical. And the place hasn't changed itself, but what surprised me was how awesome the people were that were here. So, yeah.
Yeah. Left, you say the same thing, bro. Like, it's one thing to have your brothers, but it's a whole nother thing to have the actual people in the university and the network. You still talk about it to this day.
That's right. Nothing like it.
Man. I know Coach Freeman. I expect Coach Freeman to be really emotional Saturday, bro.
Yeah, you should be, man. I think
his first recruiting class, his very first recruiting class. Yeah.
So
yeah, they took him all the way to a national championship game, bro.
His first class, like that's not a usual thing. Like that's big, man. And seeing those boys go into other careers, and some of them may even coach with them in the future. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. So today's show, what we did is we saluted Steve Angeli and talked about the disappointment of this weekend not being what we thought it would be when the schedule came out and Steve transferred early this year. Fran Brown being in a difficult situation because of the rebuild and not having a roster to overcome injuries, and literally in the middle of one of their biggest victories, losing Steve Angeli. his respect for Marcus Freeman and how he wants to follow the model of what Marcus Freeman has done. He has great respect for Marcus Freeman. And so you look at the stats, we gave a sneak peek into Syracuse, and boy, oh boy, you can go over to FanDuel.com, and the point total for Syracuse is 6.5 for this game. That's their over under 6.5 points. Yee. Man,
It's gonna be crazy.
it's tough. That's tough. Notre Dame's favored by 35.5 with an over under total of 50.5 points. You can find that at FanDuel, FanDuel.com, or you can download the FanDuel app. That's crazy, bro. They're over under total for as a team is 6.5 points. Good gracious, man.
Good gracious.
Jeez Louise. Well, did I miss any GTBs early left?
No, I think we got it, man. I think we got it.
All right. Well, everyone, enjoy your Wednesday. We'll tap in. No show tomorrow. I'll be celebrating with my wife for her birthday. And we'll see you guys with Malik's 3 keys and our predictions on Saturday, man.
Yes, sir.
I wish it was another 12 o'clock start, because then I would feel really good about a blowout. But
that's right.
Yeah. Have a great evening, man. Make sure. I have a suggestion. You have to watch this Peacock series, All Her Fault.
Definitely watched it. Great series. I was
bro.
tripping out in the first episode. I wouldn't even have gotten that far. Police would have showed up. It would have been a whole episode.
Bruh, when you get to episode 7 and see the twist, it's like, oh snap. Check it out this weekend with somebody, man. It's a great show. And it's even better because it's based, well, not in Chicago. Yeah, pretty much Chicago.
They shot some scenes there.
They shot some scenes south side, but most of it is in Wilmette.
Yep.
Right up there by Evanston off the lake. Have a great Wednesday, man. We appreciate you all. Love on each other, and always make sure to continue to spin it
different.